Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I made this madam blouse with puff sleeve. So if this is what you're interested in, please watch the video to the end, and also don't forget to subscribe after watching the video. And to my subscribers, I want to say thank you for always sticking around. So yeah, without wasting much of our time, let's get started. I'll be putting a link in the description box on how I drafted this pattern. So, but for now, we are going to focus on the making of this blouse. So right now, I've already transferred my patterns to my fabric. So I have here doll face, and I have a beaded lace and the linings I'm going to be working with. So here I have already cut out on all my pieces I'm going to be working with, all of my fabrics rather I'm going to be working with. Oh yeah, so I've already also gone ahead to iron estays. This is the front part of my blouse. I've already gone ahead to iron estays on all parts of my doll face and my lining fabrics, as you can see. So the only part you will not need to iron your estays on is the lace area. So yeah, the first thing I want to do now is to work with the front part of my satin fabric. Already ironed stay on it, like I said previously. So yeah, I used wadding to cut the breast part of this dress. So I'll be making a full tutorial on how to cut. I use wadding to cut out the breast part of a blouse later. So yeah, I'll now go ahead to iron this on the blouse properly. So where the shiny parts of the breast part or the wadding is what I'm going to place on the left part of my blouse. So I'll just place it on it properly and just iron on it. So but before I do that, I'll use my tape and just measure from the neckline of my blouse, come down by 1.5 inches. That is exactly where I'm going to place my wadding or the breast part of my blouse. So you see what I'm doing. So that is but you can come down by 2 inches. That is perfectly fine. So I'm coming down by 1 inch to place my breast pad on my blouse to just iron on it properly. So I like to iron on the right side of it, first to have a hold of the breast pad on it before I go ahead to turn it back again to the left hand side to iron. Okay, same way I've gone ahead to gum my pad now to the center front of my front pieces. I'll also go ahead now to do same on the side front of my front pieces as well. We'll be doing this for only the front part of my blouse. So yeah, I will also go ahead now to do a proper ironing on the side front of the blouse. Now that I'm done ironing all my breast parts, the next thing I want to do is to laminate my lace to my satin fabric. And for me to do that, I'll be using my hemming gum to just iron properly on it. Another way you can easily do that is to just use half inches to just stitch your lace to the satin. And for you to do that while working with a beaded lace, you just use your scissors to cut out on all the stones on the areas where you'll be stitching. So but for me, I would like to use my hemming gum to just go ahead to iron properly. And for you to iron on this lace like this, you have to make sure that it is properly moist. I'm using water to just sprinkle on all the areas where I have the gum. I'm afraid if you do not use your water to just sprinkle properly, once you finish ironing, you realize that it has whitish stains on the fabric and it is not going to be good. So make sure you moist properly. Sprinkle lots of water so that you iron properly, so that you do not have those stains after you are done ironing. I had lots of issues with that and I made sure to just remove all those stains with my water, so that you have a very neat work once you're done. So I'll just go ahead now to do all of it and I will show you how it is looking. laminating, this is how it's looking. This is the side front of my blouse. So yeah, see how firmly it is held down together. So right now, the next thing I will go ahead now to do is to join my side pieces and the center front pieces together. I'll just go ahead now to use half inch to just sew and join them together. So after joining my front pieces together, my blouse is beginning to have a form. I made sure to turn it to the wrong side and gave it a proper ironing to ensure that all my seams are ironed open. So right now I've also done the same thing for the lining area. So this is how it is looking after I have done that. So right now I want to take out 1 inch on the lining part. You see what I'm doing? Just go ahead now to cut out 1 inch on the front lining and the back lining pieces. So the reason we are doing this is just so that when I stitch on it, the hemline of my the down part or the bottom part of my blouse is going to have a very neat finishing, so you have a better understanding when I go ahead to do that. So yeah, so right now I'll just use my scissors to just cut out on the 1 inch area like this. Okay guys, so right now I've gone ahead to join my lining to the lace part. So what I did, you know that 1 inch that we took out away, you have to ignore it. Just use half inch to just join your lining to the lace from the bottom part. So I'm just going ahead to just cut out all rough edges and just trim out a bit. So after doing that, you see that when I turn it over, you see all my joinings are aligned together, both the lining and my lace fabric. So yeah, I've turned it over to the right side now. So the next thing you want to do is to align from your shoulder area. you know just make sure you hold it, align it together from the shoulder area. Then you will now discover that that 1 inch part you took out from the bottom part of your lining now gives it a very neat finishing at the bottom part of your blouse. So you see how the down part is looking. So yeah, that is the reason why we took out the 1 inch from the down part of our blouse. So I've gone ahead to stitch on the neck area using half an inch. So turning it over to the front, you see how it's looking. So after turning it to the front, I also went ahead to make a top stitch on the neck area towards the lining. So when you align your dress like this, you have it looking like this. This is because of that 1 inch that we took out from the lining. So the bottom part of our blouse is well balanced. So you see that top stitch I made towards the lining helps the dress to balance properly. Now I'll repeat the same process for the back pieces. So what we'll do here right now, cut out the same 1 inch from the bottom part of our dress. Then we'll go ahead to align it at the upper part, join the shoulder area, which I have done. I also went ahead to make a top stitch as well towards the back of the blouse, towards the lining. So yeah, that's what I have done. So I've joined the back pieces together, and the next thing I would like to do here is to join the front pieces and the back pieces together on the shoulder area. So here, my camera was not really doing justice, and I'm so sorry. So what I did was to hold the lace and the lace pieces together and the lining pieces together. I went ahead to use half an inch to join it from the wrong side. So that's what I did here, and this was the result. So yeah, I've gone ahead to join the back and the front together on the shoulder area. Next thing I would want to do is turn it again to the wrong side and join our blouse on all the sides. So guys, I've joined my blouse from the both sides. When I mean joining, I do not mean joining the back and the front together. I mean joining the back sides. I mean the lace and the lining of the back and the lace and the lining of the sides together. I'm yet to join the blouse together. So it's when I turn it over to the front, you will have a better understanding of what I mean. So yeah, I've joined the lace to the lining of the back and the lace to the lining of the front. So right now our blouse is coming in place. So the next thing I want to do is to go ahead to hold my dart for the back and also to attach a zipper on this blouse. So guys, I have gone ahead to work on my darts and the zipper of this blouse. So right now I want to attach my sleeve. I'll just go ahead to remove the stones on the half-inch area I'll be stitching on. So guys, for the sleeve, what I did was to draft a basic sleeve pattern and applied my slash and spread method on the pattern and transferred it back to the fabric using 2 inches difference on the slash and spread. So that is why I have the sleeve here looking like this. So right now what I'm doing is to just pleat it on the blouse from the upper part, just pleat it all the way down. So for the bottom part of the sleeve, I just thought about it. It's a new technique here. I applied it and it worked. So instead of to attach my elastic band to it, like just like stitching it, I went ahead to just pleat the lower part of my sleeve to the bottom part of my sleeve, just like the way you're seeing me do. Just make your pleat all the way down, and after I was done with that, I went ahead to just stitch the both sides together on the shoulder. Look at it, the way I just did. I just went ahead to stitch the both sides of the pleated part of the sleeve to the shoulder. So after I was done with that, that was when I went ahead to just pass my elastic through one end to the other. I just used my safety pin to just hold it down in place. So the difference here is there is no special casing for this elastic band. I just passed it through the wide hole from one end to the other. I just held it down with my safety pins from the both ends, and that was how this sleeve was created. So after I was done with that, I just went ahead to stitch down my blouse from the both sides. So at this point here, you just go ahead to take the body measurement of your blouse and stitch it down. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you got value for your time. If you're yet to subscribe, please do well to do so you get notified whenever I drop a new video. Please do well to drop your honest comment or review in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.